Vault Report. I'm here with VCU guard Max Shulga. I appreciate the time. You guys just got done with practice, but how you doing? You getting ready for the season to start?
Yeah, thanks for having me. No, I'm doing good. Can't wait for the season to start. 2 weeks out. Yeah, been in the off season for a minute now, so yeah, definitely can't wait.
Definitely. And just briefly, talk about kind of your, I don't want to say, well, yeah, your decision in a way, just to kind of follow Coach Odom. Obviously, you guys had a great year at Utah State last year. You see a head coach, obviously taking this job at VCU. How difficult of a decision was it for you? I think sometimes you can kind of assume, oh, your coach is going, I'm going to follow him. But obviously, that's a big move on how you kind of adjust into life in Virginia.
Right. Yeah, it was um I would say it wasn't a easy decision. Like deep down, I knew that I love playing for Coach Odom, and the way Coach Odom coaches, and treats people. It's just I don't think I've had a better coach in my life to be honest than Coach Odom. But at the same time, I thought I owed it to myself to just explore everything in the transfer portal, especially because coming out of high school, I didn't really have many offers and stuff like that. So I definitely looked into other schools, different schools, but deep down I knew I wanted to play for Coach Odom.
Absolutely. And you look at this offseason, like I said, I mean, you were all honorable mention all Mountain West last year. You had a great year. I think it was about 12 points, a little under 5 rebounds, assists. Just, for the that was maybe the VCU fan who hasn't seen much of your game at Utah State or even just Atlantic 10 fans in general. What are you going to bring to the table this year, and what have you been working on to kind of take your game to the next level?
I really describe myself as just a basketball player. I can make shots. I can play make. I can space. I can play a role. I can play defense. I think I can just do anything that the coach asks me to do. And anything that the team needs. I've been always trying to like search for some holes that need to be filled in the team and just do those things. So I would just say I'm a basketball player, very very all around type player. I can play make, I can score, play defense. Yeah, anything that's needed for the team to win.
Definitely. And like I said, we're a couple weeks out, so you've obviously had time with this VCU squad. A lot of new guys, obviously, including yourself, who are going to make instant impact. A lot of turnover, obviously, with a coaching change, which always happens. What excites you the most, just to kind of about this team? What have you seen that you like, and are looking forward to kind of finally, playing in some actual real games and getting the year started?
What excites me the most is probably the athleticism and the versatility really of everyone. We're really long, very athletic. We can switch 1 through 5, um, or 1 through 4, 1 through 5 sometimes. So I'm just excited uh, to get on the court with this new group uh, of guys that we have this year, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Definitely. And we talked about, briefly before we started, and obviously the recent news, obviously with Sean, who's going to be out for a little bit. You talked about the versatility, what needs to happen for you guys to kind of, I know I think they said about a month or so he will be out. But what does that mean for you guys in terms of stepping up and kind of filling that void? Because obviously he's a guy who's going to make an instant impact as well.
Exactly. Like you said, we need to step up. Every single person on the team needs to step up. We need to stay connected and just go harder. I think Sean is a big time player for us. He's one of the leaders, even though everyone is a leader on our team, but he's definitely the most experienced player on the team as well. So having a big time player like Sean out for a minute, we definitely need to step up and stay connected and fill up some holes.
Definitely. And just last question. You talk about your development. You said, even being recruited out of high school. Obviously you kind of had your development. You're from Ukraine originally. You played your, high school ball, correct me if I'm wrong, in Spain. But just kind of the European game, how that helped with your development, how different was it for you coming over to, you know, play college basketball in the States? But just the development and how it helped prepare you for being successful.
Right. The transition was, I would say, it was pretty hard. College game is much more physical than European high school game, and it was definitely a big adjustment, I would say. But deep down, I knew what I knew what I was capable of. I knew how I played, and I feel like the improvement took a little longer for me uh, because coming from Europe, not many people really were familiar with my game. I was recruited just from a under 18 championship in from a FIBA tournament. So the film from those 6 7 games or whatever games we played, that was the only thing that the coaches seen and knew about me. So it was just a matter um, of coming over here, getting my body in a better shape, working more on my skill set, and just having an opportunity to show what I can do. Because I knew, me personally, I always knew what I was capable of. It was just a matter of an opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you play. I know I see a big year for you, also for VCU, and kind of excited for this next chapter, which you're a big part of for the Rams. So thank you. I know we'll be in touch during the season, but I appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.